Models. Welcome to day 19 of 30 days lost in space, nearly 2/3 of the way through, the last of this week's structured learning experiences. We're adding a new component, well, an old component. We've used it before, the passive buzzer. We're wiring that up to this as well, so we can get some audible cues when we get to the depths that we're at. I've dug out 2 cables to do it, because all we need to do is connect up the ground, which I'm using the black pin, to go to the rail that we've got as ground. So let's put that in there and go to there. And the other end of that will come out of there. So if I then put these 3 pins into that, I'm going to have to go back a bit because it won't fit otherwise. Get those pins into there. We're not using the middle pin, so we just need the signal pin to go to where are we going to? Pin 10 on this side of the board here. So let's find 10 is there. I'll plug that into there. So then we've got exactly the same setup, but with an added buzzer. So let's have a quick look at the video and see what Astrid has to say to us. But I don't think it's going to be very much today.
Rise and shine, explorer. Today's the day we've been working towards. We're finally ready to ascend from the ocean depths and glide our spaceship back up to the watery surface. I hope you're as thrilled as I am. The past few weeks have been a test of your courage, determination, and your ability to think on your feet. And I must say, you've handled every challenge with intelligence and tenacity. You're proving to be a true explorer in every sense. But remember, there is still much work to be done. Today, we will put everything we've learned to the ultimate test. All of your wiring, coding, and problem-solving skills are going to play a crucial part in our endeavor today. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and prepare yourself. Today, you're more than an explorer and an engineer. You're a brave starship commander, navigating tenaciously through the unknown. Strap in, explorer. It's going to be a thrilling ride. Are you ready? It appears we're all set to make our careful ascent back up to the water surface. It's critical we do this gradually to prevent our shuttle from popping like a balloon under the change in pressure. Do you recall our trusty sidekick, the passive buzzer? I'd suggest we reintroduce him into our circuit as an additional safety measure. He'll be our alarm bell, warning us if we're ascending too quickly. Don't fret, I've got you covered with all the guidance you'll need, conveniently located in your mission resources. And guess what? They're ready for playback right now. Beginning playback.
I won't bother going through the other bits of the video, but it's basically, we've wired up the buzzer and we're going to use it a couple of things. We've got a little bit of difference in the code. I have gone through and put in the correct numbers again. I believe the correct numbers again. I can't remember now. So one extra thing we've done here. No, not yet. We have added the buzzer, set the buzzer on pin 10, which it is. Blink counts back to 3. We've got an extra one that says hold. So yeah, initial depth minus 60. Right, there we go. And alert the user when we've risen at 50 and 75% of the way up. We're changing it from numbers to percentages, which makes more sense. So yeah, surface depth is still 0, obviously, as well. We're setting up the pin mode for the buzzer output. We know buzzer's an output. Brightness is 7 again. Right, there we go. Initial depth. Error in the keys. The interrupts again, same as last time. Right, we've got a loop delay of 1/5 of a second. And so the loop won't go round too quickly. And the loop is now going to happen. We've got previous depth equals the initial depth, yet. Depth control count, same as it was before. Right, this is different. This is using multiplying the current depth by 100 to get a percentage. So we get byte rise percentage is 100 minus the depth times 100, which is the initial over the initial depth. So yeah, it's just a way of getting easy way of getting a decimal, a fraction, right? Not fraction, a percentage. Right, we're doing this. If the rise rate is the current depth minus the previous depth. And if the rise rate is greater than 1, play a buzzer. So if you go up too quickly, it will beep at us. Then still can't go down any deeper, showing current depth. Alert 1, blinking the current depth. Alert 2, blinking the current depth. When we get to the surface, play ta-da tune on our buzzer. So just set the buzzer pin, a tone, a different tone. Okay, so that makes sense to me. Let's upload it and see if it works. It should work, but we'll figure it out. Let's go back to the bench view. We'll have a look. It's got minus 60 on there. It's turning. It's still displaying that as a number rather than a percentage. But okay. So what happens if I go too quick? Did you hear that? It went beep beep. Hopefully you're picking that up, but it's beeping if I go quickly. If I go slowly, it doesn't. It's at 25% and 50%. So 40 shouldn't do anything. 30 should do something. Yep, telling me to hold at 30. I didn't notice the hold bit. I'll track that down and figure that one out. I went too quick again. Let's go back to 30 and do that again. Yeah, there we go. Hold at minus 30. Going too quick, but that's all right. It's telling me to hold at minus 15, which is 75%. And then when you get to the surface, yep, we get a do and done. Right, let's go back to the code because I didn't notice the hold bit being called. But let's find that. That will be, there we go. If previous depth is less than the current depth, it's greater than greater. Blink depth, current depth. So it's in the blink depth, current depth. There we go. Blink our current depth on and off to alert the user. There we go. Blink depth. There we go. That's where the hold is coming on. So we're blinking, hold, freezing, showing the depth, freezing. And we do that through the number of times that it set it up at the top. So yes, not really anything extra to add today. Is a bit of a repeat of yesterday's, but adding some extra complexities. So yeah, I understand that. I'm quite happy with that. Hopefully it's been worthwhile to you. Tomorrow is another creative day. So I've got no thoughts about what I can do with this setup. Other than changing the display so it's actually a percentage rather than the negative numbers. But again, I'm not entirely certain how I would go about that. I might have to ask AI about that. I haven't talked to her this week anyway, so I'll probably do that. We'll see what Alex suggests tomorrow anyway. So that's it for tomorrow, for today rather. For tomorrow, I shall see you for that. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.